Hello there, people. My name's Antar1011, and when atreecko PM'd me and said he wanted to battle me, I was like, oh, holy crap. Atreecko is, one of my idols. I was watching him before I ever put together my first PBR team, and, I obviously wasn't going to turn him down, and so he said he wanted to battle this team, so I was like, oh yeah, sure, that sounds good. So the day of the battle comes. And I see his team, and I'm like, wait, did we get our signals crossed? Did you want to do a little cup team? And it was like, no, this is right. So I was thinking, oh god. So one of two things is going to happen. Either I'm going to completely demolish his team, and I'm going to feel like crap because I've just beat up a bunch of babies. Or he's going to sweep me, and I'm going to feel like crap because I just got swept by a bunch of babies. So anyway, in any case, atreecko was very, very gracious in letting me upload this battle to his channel. I've actually stopped doing PBR battles by this point, so, I mean, you can still challenge me and I'll still battle you, and I'll find some place to upload it, but I'm not uploading them to my channel anymore. So anyway, down to the battle. Fake Out was fairly obvious, and Trick Room is fairly obvious. So I went with, even though I've got actually a really cool strategy with this lead that involves skill swapping Levitate onto my Lanturn, that's not what I get to do this battle, and he's going to go ahead and get the Trick Room up. And because my Hydro Pump freaking missed. I'm so upset about that, but he probably was sashed anyway. So anyway, he goes for the close combat on the next turn, but even boosted with Guts, it's not enough to take out my Lanturn, because this is, a baby Pokemon after all. Ghastly, meanwhile, gets a crit against my Solrock. At first I was like, oh, that crit totally had to matter, but the thing is, Ghastly is kind of a monster. I ran the calcs. It did not matter. That crit totally did not matter. Anyway, Hydro Pump actually hits this time, and thanks to the defense drops from that close combat, there's really no problem at all with that Makuhita going down this turn. So anyway, yeah, leftovers on my Lanturn, and he's going to go ahead, and so I consider who to send out next, and I decide I'm going to send out the slowest person on my team, Tom, my Lickilicky, with the hopes that it's going to outslow at least some of his babies. He sends out Trapinch, and I'm like, oh crap, so my Pokemon are trapped. I was really hoping to switch out Lanturn this turn, but that's obviously not going to happen. His Trapinch is obviously way, way slower than any of my Pokemon. It's going to take out Lanturn, and that's really, really sad. Lanturn is such a monster in lower tier battles. And I absolutely love it, but it didn't really get to do much this match. Tom, my Lickilicky, goes for the curse, and I'm hoping that after this curse, first of all, I'll be able to take hits a little bit better. Second of all, I should be able to outslow some of his team. Turns out I was actually already slower than his Ghastly. His Ghastly hits me with a T-Bolt, does a fair amount of damage, does not, brings me down not quite low to the point where I really would have wanted it to be. So Nessie, my Lapras who I sent out, goes for the Protect. His Trapinch goes for the Earthquake. I am not, in fact, slow enough to outslow that Trapinch. So it runs a Custat Berry. And Custat Berry is kind of glitchy in PBR. So basically that allowed me, that it was completely a waste of that turn, because I already knew that I was slower than his Ghastly. I go ahead and go for the Power Up, and that is going to take out his Trapinch, but what would have been really nice is for it to activate the next turn, where it could have actually done some good. I could have outslowed whoever else was on his team, although actually I guess that doesn't really make sense, because, he KO'd me this turn anyway, so yeah. Custat Berry, not necessarily the best item on my Lickilicky, but, sometimes it works. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's my Lickilicky runs Explosion. Anyway, he sends out Bonsly, and I'm like, oh no. Both of my Pokemon are weak to Rock-type moves, and I'm just hoping that one of them can survive. Actually, they both survive, because this is Little Cup, not Little Cup. These are baby Pokemon after all. Drifblim is, however, taken out by a super effective Shadow Ball from his Ghastly, so my Drifblim got to do absolutely zip this battle. Nessie goes ahead and goes for the T-Bolt, not enough to take out Ghastly, which is really, really surprising. But luckily I was stalling out the Trick Room ended this turn, and so now I'm going to be able to bring in my fastest Pokemon, my Mr. Mime, and hopefully I'll be able to turn this battle around and not get swept by a bunch of babies. Anyway, I don't think I predicted that switch. His Bonsly goes for the Endure, which I was not expecting. kind of interesting though. My Aramaki, my Mr. Mime, uses Psychic. It actually runs the Signal Beam, so I would have had a super effective hit against that Spoink had I thought to use it, had I thought that he might switch, but oh well. Nessie goes ahead with Thunderbolts. It's going to get Bonsai down pretty low, but that Endure was actually wasted. Maybe I should have... Well, I didn't want to go for the Surf because of the residual damage against my, whatchamacallit, Mr. Mime. Yeah, the set on that Lapras is Perish Song, Surf, T-Bolt, and Protect. So yeah, not too many options in this battle. This team, in theory, has a lot of synergy. My team, at least, has a lot of synergy in theory, but it doesn't quite work out in this battle, and it does involve some setup. Anyway, Nessie goes for another Thunderbolt. It is going to be enough to take out Ghastly, so he's not going to be able to set up Trick Room with his Ghastly. Oh wait, no, the Ghastly was switched out. Never mind. He is going to be able to set up Trick Room with his Spoink, and so I realize this battle is basically over because he's got 5 more teams of Trick Room up. I'm down to my last 2 Pokemon. There's nothing I can do. I make a really stupid play here. So his Spoink goes for the Protect, and at this point I realize, oh no, it's a Bonsai. Of course it's going to explode on me. I could have protected with my Lapras, and I could have saved that Pokemon, and maybe I could have actually done something in this battle. But no, Nessie is taken out, and I'm down to my last Pokemon because Aramaki, my Mr. Mime, does in fact carry the Focus Sash, but it doesn't matter because it's way faster than any Pokemon on his team. The Trick Room is up, and next battle, this is over. So yeah, I mean, even though there's going to be another minute of this battle, the battle is indeed over. So he sends out his Clamperl as his last Pokemon. I did actually get him down to his last 2 Pokemon. Oh yeah, here's the set on my Mr. Mime. But anyway, yeah, so it wasn't a complete sweep, but I really felt really noobish after this battle, and I was thinking I could have done so much better. So, Muddy Water is indeed going to take out my Mr. Mime, and that, as they say, is that. If you liked my narration, please check out my channel. Atreecko, thank you so much for letting me post this battle, and thank you so much for the battle, period. Folks, comment, rate, subscribe to his channel and to mine. So long.